Welcome, and thank you for watching this video about the Evanston Police Department Lateral Police Officer Hiring Process. I'm Detective Ben Holloman, and we're going to briefly go over our lateral process, hiring process, and be able to answer any frequently asked questions that you all may have.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Herrera. I've been a police officer with the City of Evanston for 6 years, and I'm currently in patrol.
And I'm Sergeant Marla Dubler. I am a sergeant on the patrol midnight shift. I've been with the Evanston Police Department for the last 13 years, and I'm currently the FTO coordinator.
First, we'll go over the lateral officer process. It's a 1-month standing process. Every 30 days, the current application period will close, and a new 30-day application process will open. Candidates from the recently closed process will go through hiring process as a group. This cycle will be repeated until current vacant positions are filled. This process helps keep candidates in a steady flowing process. After the applications are processed, candidates will then take part in a structured 30-minute oral interview and a written assessment on the same day. This oral interview will consist of 3 current EPD officers of different ranks. It's considered structured because all candidates will be asked the same questions and will have the same amount of time to answer the questions. No follow-up questions will be asked based off of the responses. The written assessment will be managed by our human resources representative, and the assessment will be a computer-based assessment. Candidates will need an overall average score of 70% from both the oral interview and the written assessment. Oral interview is weighted at 70%. The written assessment is weighted at 30%. Both oral interview and written assessments will be held on the same day. Successful completion of the interview and written assessment, candidates will be given a background application. This application consists of a packet for the psychological and polygraph exam. It also consists of release of information paperwork. During this process, references, employment history, and credit will all be checked. You will also go through the polygraph and psychological assessments during the background investigation. Once you successfully complete the background investigation, the final interview will be scheduled. This interview will consist of the Civil Service Public Safety Commission. After successful completion of that final interview, there will be a medical screening. Candidates should expect a 4 to 6 week hiring process. This process could be longer depending on submission of required paperwork for the background investigation. Please be timely.
I'd like to briefly go over our FTO process for lateral officers. As you are coming in as a lateral officer, we take great benefit out of your current knowledge and experience from your current departments, which means that once you join Evanston, you will enter our Evanston field training program to learn the Evanston way of doing things. Our lateral FTO process is truncated versus our normal FTO process. It's an 11-week process with a week of admin week, followed by 11 weeks of training with 3 different field training officers, and then a 2-week shadow period. Upon successful completion of the FTO process, you'll enter a patrol shift to work out the remainder of your probationary period.
The Evanston Police Department currently operates on a 12-hour shift rotation with every other weekend off. There's a day shift and a night shift starting at 5:30 to 5:30, 6 to 6, or 7 to 7. While in patrol, there's a multitude of opportunities that you can try to take advantage of. Those include evidence technician and accident investigator. During these roles, you'll be an extra unit on a shift and you will not be assigned to a beat. You may back up officers on calls and you'll receive 1.5 hours of comp time while you're assigned in these roles. You can also be a field training officer. Well, you'll be assigned an officer in training and you'll receive 2 hours of comp time every day you're assigned as a field FTO. If you're interested in DUIs or DUIs are your thing, you can be a drug recognition expert or a breath operator. If you're interested in building a spirit de corps within the department or being involved, you can try for our honor guard team, social media team, or uniform committee. Are you interested in investigations or tactical aspects of policing? You can try out for our Northern Illinois Police Alarm System, NIPAS Mobile Field Force, or NIPAS Emergency Services team. We also have officers involved in our NORTAF team, North Regional Major Crimes Task Force, which include ETs and detectives. NORTAF also has a burglary unit, or you can try out for our Major Crash Assistance team. It's important to note that while you're off probation, there'll be a multitude of opportunities available to you. These specialty units or assignments include the K-9, the Traffic Bureau, which has received national and state awards for traffic safety and enforcement initiatives. We have a great detective bureau that's divided into adult, juvenile, and domestic. We also have a community policing unit where you can expect or try to do foot patrol, officer and gentleman academy, citizens police academy, or Latino Hispanic liaisons. We have school resource officers, or if you're into narcotics and gang units, we have our neighborhood enforcement team, tactical team, task force officer, or special operations group warrant service team.
And to go through some of the benefits that we offer to our officers. First, our lateral police officers will be starting in a pay range between $80,493 and $83,564. In addition, we have a few yearly benefits, including an education incentive. If you have a bachelor's degree, you would qualify for an extra $2,000 annually. We have a uniform allowance of $1,000 annually, along with $800 every 5 years towards a replacement ballistic vest. We have department-issued firearms. We have a fitness incentive of $500 annually, as long as you pass our fitness test. For out-of-work opportunities, we have court pay, which we pay at 1.5 times hourly or a 4-hour straight time minimum. We have opportunities for off-duty details, which are paid at $50 an hour with a 3-hour minimum. And we have numerous department overtime opportunities, which are at 1.5 times the rate of pay. Included in your benefits, you have 10 paid holidays and 5 holidays that are paid at 1.5 times the officer's hourly rate, and 3 floating holidays per year. We can accrue up to 500 compensatory hours or overtime hours that can be held in a comp bank. We have a 457 deferred compensation plan. We have post-employment health plans and retirement health savings plans available for enrollment, health insurance, dental and vision insurance, flexible spending accounts, and no residency requirement.
As Officer Rivera said earlier, there are many opportunities here at the Evanston Police Department. I'll tell you about a few of mine. I started off as a police officer in 2011. Shortly thereafter, I was able to move over to the Community Policing Unit, which was formerly known as the Problem Solving Unit. I then transitioned over to our Tactical Unit, where there I became a part of our NORTAF Burglary Task Force Unit. Shortly thereafter, I moved over to our Neighborhood Enforcement Team, which I currently am a part of, where we investigate gang and narcotics activity in and around the city of Evanston.
My name is Jacqueline Herrera, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my path here at the Evanston Police Department. I started in 2015 as a service desk officer and applied to be the police in 2016. I'm currently an evidence technician in the patrol unit day shift. I've had my hand and participated in the Police Explorers program. I currently do honor guard. I am part of the Latino liaison program. I am part of the social media team. I am a medic on the Special Operations Group unit and our NIPAS unit, Mobile Field Force unit. I am also a New Blue Fellow that I get to participate in with my fellow employees.
I started with the Evanston Police Department in 2008. I was on patrol for a few years where I worked as an evidence technician and a trainer for the department in a few different subjects. From there, I went into our investigations unit, starting in our juvenile bureau, where I investigated crimes involving children. I was given the opportunity to work with our North Regional Major Crimes Task Force as a homicide investigator during my time in investigations. After the juvenile unit, I went to the investigations unit on the adult side, where I was for a couple of years prior to being promoted to sergeant. And now as a sergeant, I'm a midnight sergeant for our patrol shift, and I work as our field training program coordinator.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. At the end of this video, there will be more information for you. We look forward to working with you.